Okay, hi, I'm Jeff Ng, and this is my little kitchen here, and I am going to demonstrate today how to make a sugar-free walnut granola. Now, this is sugar-free, oil-free walnut granola, actually. The first thing we start out with is the dates, and these are just dried dates, and let me show you the cover for this thing here. It's right here. The Hadley pitted dates. It doesn't have to be that brand. It can be anything, you know. But basically, they're pitted dates. And I'm going to actually heat them up so they're soft, because if they go in the blender dried like this, it'll wreck the blender, okay? The second thing I use is a pineapple, frozen pineapple. And I like Trader Joe's frozen pineapple because they have a really high quality pineapple that's always sweet. I do use probably a couple tablespoons of some orange juice, frozen concentrate. This is, again, unsweetened, 100% frozen concentrate. This actually happens to come from Costco, but it doesn't matter where you get it from. I use some just regular rolled oats, dry rolled oats, and then these are some walnuts that we had in the freezer for some time. Alright, at this stage, this is when you'll add the nuts. And I'm just going to move over here, grab the walnuts. Now, this is just a walnut granola because I'm allergic to almonds and cashews. But as you notice, the walnut, it actually looks like a brain. And the walnut is very good for your brain. It's good for your brain function. And you have to be careful on how much nuts you add, because if you make it too dry and too thick, it'll stop the blender. So let's see. I'm going to start with this. I might be able to add this entire bag of walnuts, but I'm not sure. Let's see what we can do here. Sometimes it gets stuck like that. And you got to push the stuff down so it gets going, and then you'll see how thick this stuff gets. I probably could add a little bit more liquid to this, and it would make things go a little bit better, but let's see how we can do here with just this. Just stirring it up a little bit. Notice I'm not doing this when the blender is turned on, because you can really chop things up really bad. Oh, that didn't sound too good, did it? That's a little too thick here. I'm going to add some water. Okay, so let's start the video up here. Okay, ready? So I wanted to show the consistency of this stuff. I did have to add a little bit of water because it was a little too dry. And it does really, really work the blender. So if you're not careful, you can damage your blender. Now, taste this stuff, David. You should try a little bit. It's really good. Not bad, huh?
Not bad.
Okay, and this is the paste that you're going to start with for making the granola. The orange juice concentrate and the nuts, and we'll mix that together with the oats. Now, you can use any kind of nut you want. Cashews, almonds, anything is fine. Again, I happen to be allergic to those things, so I just use walnuts. I'm not allergic to walnuts and pecans. So You can go either way, but I'm going to add the oats first. Okay, and these are just rolled oats that we got. You can get them online. You can get them at the grocery store. These happen to be coming from Winco's. And then you add some of this mixture. And this is a preference. If you want more crumbly granola, then you put less of the mixture and more of the oats. And then you mix it together like this. And then we're pretty much done here. What I'm going to do with this is I'm going to put this in the pan. And if you have pans that have a real tendency to stick, you may want to spray something on it. These are pretty nice pans, and this stuff will not stick. So I'll just put it on the pan, and we'll spread it out like this, and then we put it in the oven. So, and this is granola. Now there's different ways of heating it up. I tend to use the lowest power that the oven has, about 170 or 175, and heat it up until it's dried. I've used higher temperatures. Use higher temperatures. Oh, by the way, if you use 175 or 170, you almost have to do it overnight. So you're baking it for 5 to 8 hours, and then you check it, and if it's too moist, you do it for a couple more hours. But this is basically it, right like that. That's the granola. And here I'm gonna open up the oven here and put it in, and I'll put it on 170 here. So let's go bake 170 and start. All right. Now this one batch of the nuts and fruit will actually make about 6 trays of this granola. And I just kind of layer it out on 6 pans and put it in overnight, and that's what the granola looks like. Let me show you what it looks like when it's all done here. But it's just mixing it up. And putting it on the tray. Now, if you want to look at what it looks like when it's done, this is why I'm making my granola, because the granola bin is almost empty. But this is basically the dried granola here, and that's what it looks like when it's baked. Okay, I want to thank David Lacey for helping me with this video, and I hope you enjoy granola. Again, you can add more different types of fruit. You can add more or less dates. You can add more or less orange juice concentrate. You can use a different type of fruit concentrate. You can use different types of nuts, almonds, pecans, and walnuts are what we've used, but you can use cashews, whatever nuts you want. And again, you can also add coconut. Some people like to add coconut to their granola. I don't like to add the raisins and then bake them, because I don't like baked raisins, but you can add raisins to the granola afterward if you'd like. But good sugar-free, oil-free granola. It's healthy, it's good for you. And the one thing I like about granola the most is when you eat a good breakfast with granola. And I usually add fruit, blueberries, mangoes, whatever type of seasonal fruit. apricots, peaches, whatever you want in the granola. When you add the fruit, then it makes your granola sweet and more palatable. But when I eat granola in the morning, I don't get hungry right away. It somewhat sticks to your ribs. I can go 6, sometimes 7 or 8 hours without getting hungry after eating a breakfast of granola. Anyway, thanks for watching, and hope you enjoy making your granola.